Choosing of project topics for BE and MSc students. You may take a mini project also from this topic. Actually, I shared a water project and solid waste projects and wastewater projects and solar projects and another hydrodynamic projects. So here first we go to the water project, river water project. So river water project, actually here the river water we may take a lot of studies from the top water, top the stagnation in the, from the river, some area having a stagnation, so there is some culture, some bacteria, algae, fungi, or some other zooplankton, phytoplankton, zooplankton, likewise it is there, and some characteristics of water, like BOD, COD, TSS, TDS, sulfate, chloride, and these are the content are there. So we can take it to study from the river water. And one more thing, comparative study. So actually, the previous year someone has done this study, and you can also study this year, that you can compare with the last year and this year. These are the changes, like that you can give the conclusion and reports, you can submit reports. And decade, 2 3 decades, so previous 2010 what it is, 2020 what it is, or to the 2000 after 2020 21, now it is how the river water is. So likewise you can choose your project topics. It even mini project also you can take it. So then afterwards, concrete strength using different kind of water, TDS and hardness, likewise you can take it from the groundwater. Actually nowadays the construction they are using the groundwater, so the groundwater nowadays increasing the TDS and hardness, total hardness. So how it is contribute to the strength of the concrete. So you can analyze how the strength of this concrete based on the concrete hardness and TDS. So another one, brick making ratios. Actually now the waste utilization, actually here now that waste utilization industries, so by using groundwater and as well as river water or other some other water, you can take an analysis of water and for curing purpose, this kind of brick making. And side by side, the when for the curing purpose you are taking the water, no, that kind of water, what is the characteristics of water. So this is also one kind of project, and make it report, and you may conclude these are the things, sir. Actually the if it is reducing of hardness for this kind of sledge, textile sledge, or ash bricks, so if you are going for this, so this kind of activities giving strength or less strength or more strength, likewise you can study and give it. And then rock pool project. Rock pool, it is nothing but rock pool. Actually the hill stations, if you are going for a hill station, so there is a rock, big rock, so inside some dick will be there, a dick, or rather during rainy that will be fulfilled, the water will be fulfilled. So always sometime some of the rock pool having there is no drain, so the always, even summer also it is having water, it should not dried or emptied. Sometimes some of the places are there, so you can study from rock pool water, what are the characteristics, is it increasing sulfate content or phosphate content, or whatever things, and how the algal growth blooming or reducing, or based on the any contamination, or likewise you can report it. And freshwater study, it is called a limnological study, freshwater study, that is freshwater, river water, lake, and other that freshwater is having the some quality, that is water quality. So is it present or not, so is there any toxic algae presence, or toxic elements, or any other presence. So is it eligible for fresh water, likewise you can take it freshwater study. And then lake water analysis, Lake water analysis, you can do the basic characteristics of BOD, COD, sulfate, nitrate, and nitrate, and other content phosphate. Likewise, you can make it. And some, if it is the lake water is contaminated with any other industrial water or any other contamination, if it is present, so that will contribute to the fish culture, fish tissue, a toxic substance in the fish tissue. So you can study of toxic substance in the fish tissue, lake fish tissues, or likewise you can take water project. See, this is mini project or main project. You can take it based on that your study for mini or projects, the main project, final year project, you can take it from water. These are the topics, and from that you can take more subtopics. So the subtopics, then it will be helpful for you. This is a just I introduction of these things, water projects like that I given. But from this you can take lot of project ideas. Then come to solid waste project. Solid waste, actually solid waste is we can go for it is not only single solid waste from domestic wastewater is having more, so domestic solid waste is more from the municipal and village to village or town or whatever it may be. But one thing, if we are segregating this waste, that is very useful for us actually. Making biogas nowadays, gas is 1000, cylinder is per cylinder 1000 rupees, nearly 1000 rupees. But we are not thinking about the production of biogas generation. So our waste way, if you are going for this sewage drains, if you make it one biogas plant, so you will be get free biogas. But we don't bother about, and we don't want to do this. But we should have a cylinder and these things. Likewise we are going. So this is, I give you the information. And that is solid waste, industrial solid waste and municipal solid waste. Industrial solid waste is actually coming from the industry. So this maybe the textile effluent sludge, or the manufacturing waste, or sewage sludge, so etc. So another sewage sludge is domestic wastewater sludge, so that can be used for manure. If it is your treatment plant is good condition, you can take it into the manure thing. Other from the domestic waste, municipal solid waste, we have to segregate, no, the plastic waste and organic waste, inorganic waste, biodegradable, non-biodegradable. That is inorganic, organic, it's both are biodegradable, non-biodegradable. And even though electric, that is e-waste and battery waste. E-waste, it is comes battery waste is comes under e-waste. So this kind of solid waste are there. So then how we can take it this projects. So utilization of ash from power plant with different ideas. Actually all are doing that is different kind. All are doing ash, fly ash bricks project. Now a lot of people are done. But what is your thought, your idea is in the utilization of fly ash, that is from the power plant. So the ratio is very important. See, actually previous lot of people are they have done. But what is your idea, what you are going to do, and the ratios. So for example, concrete and cement and ash ratios, or some other substance you can add it for making bricks. So other strength you can monitor, measure your strength. If you are, this is the ratio, if you are giving 20 is to 40 is to 20, or some other, if you are taking some ratios, that is what is the strength, what they have done, the strength. So you can comparative study. Likewise you can utilize. And sludges, actually nowadays the industrial peoples, they are having waste generation. The generated waste, what we can do, how we can take dispose. See, in the Tirupur area, we know the Tirupur is the one of the textile and governments area. They are having lot of sludge. actually treatment sludge. So the where they can dispose, and where how they can how we can dispose. So these are the problems are there. So you can take it to this sludge studies. So that is helpful for the industry purpose, and as usual I'm for the you also. So for the studies, research studies, so take it uh, dyeing sludge, textile sludge, and that composting method like vermicompost, introducing different species. Actually see, with the I bought previous already I told you that the domestic waste, the organic waste, segregate organic waste, and that organic waste is converted into vermicompost. See, the all are a lot of people, they have done the projects, research and everything, but what you can do in the different way. So the isolation, that is species, finding of species is very important. See, the 60 days composting is there. For example, one pit, if you are taking one pit, approximately 100 kgs of waste, so some of the species taking very shortly 20 days or 30 days, some of the species taking 75 days. So this is a species of worms, so that contribute to your the duration of composting. So that kind of activity is very important. So all are doing a vermicompost project, everyone is doing a why have to I have to take, you may think, but this is the reason I am telling you, the species is very important. The species is important, and the and tolerable species, that is very important. See, whatever, if you small pieces of toxic or some other oily contaminated food waste I'm having, so that also mixed with this, then how can I, so these kind of which species, which vermi species is the tolerable species and shortly giving yield. So likewise you can take topics. And plastic waste utilization, nowadays actually we will go for the utilization of plastic waste. They were actually nowadays they are going for windmill, no, windmill, actually small that mobile type windmill also coming. So likewise you can make it feather or frame bricks. So likewise you take a project, you can take projects. And fruits and fields, actually from the industry, the fruit in the fruity, like fruity industry, no, mango industries and other industries, they're having the solid waste. So what they can do, they actually they are going for a fruity, that substance, whatever juice they are taking, after that that generation is very more, so you sometime, so after that what we can do, they don't know. Actually it will be take it into some other fermentation process. We are going for a fermentation process, a biogas plant or some other things, so that will be useful. So this kind of, and some citric acidic waste, no, if it is having acidic waste, you can mix with alkali, so that will be useful for the coagulation process, precipitation coagulation process. Likewise we may think about this, the fruit and peel waste utilization. Garbage utilization, already I told you, the biogas. So even not even they have done the since now 18 also, 18th century, 19th century, whatever it may be, but still it is required. So why the biogas plant is not success in the success in our India? Why they are not going for this? Why? What is the reason? So what kind of help we need? So that is very important for doing of projects. So all are there doing project, but what you have exposing, what you are explaining or giving idea to the public and how to improve. So actually nowadays the CO2 32 or 64%, 60 to 64 methane, like weight per percentage is there. So how can we increase the methane concentration? So reduction of CO2 and the concentration of methane. What species you are having? The bacterial culture and or methodology you are having. So likewise you can go. So all are having, all are have done this, but what your ideas exposing, so the different kind of different angle need to think. So that is also an important. And thermocol sheets and packaged things, so how can we dispose and convert into the byproduct? Likewise we can also think solid waste. Then we will go for wastewater project. So wastewater project utilization, actually this is also wastewater, is I already wastewater, different kind of wastewater. One is industrial wastewater, sewage water, and piezometric, that is seepage water from the SL of secured landfill. So this kind of water is there. Then how can we utilize? Is there any BOD COD from the wastewater, and how we can utilize? Is it organic or inorganic? And inorganic, if it is inorganic, how can we utilize this? And with the low cost, with the help, actually some we need a water for all purpose, no. Sometime water is need for good quality water for drinking. If it is less quality, so some other cleaning purpose. If it is more than less quality, so that also will be useful, no. So likewise, and if it is not toxic, or if it is um, that also we can utilize for road spraying of water or other things. And BOD COD load, no need of bother about this, no. Very less BOD COD, but not drinking purpose. It is not usable, that is suitable for drinking purpose, but we can take it into the road curing or some other. So likewise we take projects. So what is the strength, what is the advantage, what is the disadvantage of these things? And industrial wastewater, actually nowadays, no, nowadays the chemical industries and the fruit industries, lot of industries are there, and they are generating effluent. So they are spending more and more money for this, more and more money for this, for example, if you are taking one chemical industry, actually they need to run effluent treatment plant, because the waste generated wastewater is need to treat and recycle. So for that, actually they are spending more money, lakhs and lakhs they are spending. So if you are having ability, you can ask nearby industry, and what is your effluent and what is your expenditure. So can I help you, can I help you this kind of this, I am having this idea, and likewise you can approach. So that also very useful, actually the cost reduction of wastewater treatment. So in the different method that you can think, industrial effluent toxic study, effluent toxic study, effluent, what are the effluents, so what are the toxic substance present in the effluent, so how it will affect. So likewise scientific approach also you can do it. And river water contamination study, actually already I told you that the river water studies, and here also river contamination, if is there any effluent contamination. Actually no, the fresh water is, this is the character, quality water, fresh water. So if it is contaminated, that is polluted water, so you can expose the kind of projects. So use of alkali and acidic, already I told you that peel fruit waste and other waste. So you can nearby industries, if for example if you are going for a Sipcart industries, there is the club of industries, 5 6 or 10, more than 10 or 15 industries. So there was some of the industries generate acidic effluent, some of the industries generate alkali. So if it is mixed, so that way what will happen, that precipitation and other treatment cost will be reduced. So likewise, if you are having any idea for regarding this, and you can approach industries and Sipcot industries, what kind of then you can make it a conclusion. See, we have done this. If you mix with this acidic and alkali wastewater, so you can no need to the neutralization of cost. So neutralization of cost will be reduced. So this kind of activities will be done, this much waste, this much cost we reduce. So likewise you can report. And wastewater self purification from river origin to end. So actually our river is having self purification. See, lot of sewage or industrial effluent all are mixing to the industry and contaminating the river water, So this after a few kilometers running of this water, so automatically the color of water and the COD BOD will be reduced, because it's having self purification. So how it is, what is the origin of the water quality? and after after a few kilometers, this is the contaminated, this is the water quality, and end or after a few kilometers there is no industry or sewage not mixed, so then you can take it water quality analysis, doing analysis you can simply report it. These are the self purification process effectiveness of the self purification. Likewise you can report conclude. So then solar project also very important now. Why I'm telling you, actually the solar is nowadays I'm in my house 500 500 unit, up to 500 unit, the very less cost 1000 rupees. If I exceed 510 units, so that changes of that is the uses of this 10 unit, so they are charging twice, so 2000 double charges. Likewise it is coming. So you can study the solar efficiency and battery efficiency, what is the new battery introducing of new batteries, and what is the cost reduction, and how we can place this panel. So what is the effective effective direction of panel. So if you are doing this, you can save this much amount, this much amount, this much. Likewise you can take it. That is very useful, I think so, helpful for you. Then studies about solar panel installation agriculture. Actually nowadays no, actually they are spending money for laying of pole, electric pole, and wiring and etc etc, 2 lakhs 3 lakhs. Likewise they are spending for rural. It is not, I am telling, no, it is not in the town. I am telling about the rural. So need to make two three pole for getting electric power, eb power, like that. So there you can study and give the solution for this solar installations. So and advantages of solar installations. Likewise, and solar with the led solar with led utilization, that is no cost reduction. So if your solar panel with led, what is the current power consumption and normal power consumption, so you can make it project comparative study of this solar with these things. This is the amount for 3 months, or you can take 3 months or 4 months, what is the direction, and is this small projects you can take it. A small project means skid panel, 1 meter panel also you can take, or otherwise you can take it 1 square feet panel and with led, and comparing of house one normal unit consumption, you compare with this. Likewise you can take this is also very important for the projects and reports. Hydrodynamics is actually from the river or lake or whatever it may be, and tidal, or likewise actually there is need for hydrodynamic studies. Actually then we are not utilizing the hydrodynamics laws, or hydrological projects, or uh, the hydrodynamics things. So you can utilize this also. You can journal, refer the journals, and take this subject also. So these are the kinds of project topics I explain you. From this you can take 100 project topics. It is just I give you introduction of this water project, or solid waste water project, solid waste projects, and solar project, and wastewater project, hydrodynamic project. So then you can take it further. You can take it a further study also. Thank you guys. If you are having any idea or any sharing or any doubt, please comment it. I give you the idea from these topics, and share the videos. If your friends also sometime we may need so you share it, and comment it, whether you are having any doubt, or industrial effluent projects, or wastewater projects, whatever it may be, just you comment it, and we will share and discuss. Thank you.